Fashion is my profession. Hi and welcome or welcome back. If you notice there's something missing on the screen, I assure you that Bruno is doing just fine. The reason he's absent from today's video is because we're gonna talk a little bit about girls' clothing. Woo! If you're new to this channel, my name is Faye and I'm an adult figure skater who started skating last year. I'm getting quite a few questions lately, especially on Instagram, about the stuff I'm wearing in our videos, so I thought I'd make a video about it. We have actually made one like that a while ago. I'm gonna link it down in the description and try to put a card up here with like general recommendations of what is good to wear and what is not so good to wear. This video is gonna be a little bit different. I'm just gonna go over my favorite outfits and latest kind of finds. I'm also gonna try my best to find everything that I'm gonna show today and link it down in the description, so in case you want to check any of these items out for yourself, you can. As you can see, I'm not your typical figure skater body type that is size 0 everything. I'm actually pretty curvy, so most of your typical figure skating clothes is unfortunately not really made for girls like me. So I thought in this video I would share some pieces of clothing that I'm really liking for my on ice and off ice training, and that is actually curves friendly. Let's start. So the most common piece that all skaters wear, both on ice and off ice, is of course leggings. That's why I thought I would talk about them first. There's obviously a huge variety out there and the choices are numerous. There are several brands that make them out there that are figure skating specific. I'm gonna try to find and link some below. The good part about them is that they cover your skates, so you don't need anything extra to do that. The kind of a downside, especially for girls that have a bit of a curvy situation going on, is that they're usually made for really skinny girls. They tend to go pretty low in hips and they tend to create rolls, so personally, I'm not a huge fan of them. I have managed to find a couple models that work, but it's a challenge. I have 2 words for you figure skating brands: wider waistline. Thank you. So the ones that I really prefer instead are simple workout leggings. And there are quite a few brands out there that make them with a material that is a little bit more sturdy. They have a little bit wider waistline, so they hold everything in nice. Ones I really like that I've discovered recently are these ones that I showed, and I have them in several colors. They're from Amazon, actually. By the way, none of this is sponsored. This is just stuff that I buy for myself and share my latest finds with you guys. So hopefully it will help somebody else. What I really like about them is they're pretty solid Lululemon dupe. You know, we all like Lululemon. We all also really don't like Lululemon prices. I read a lot of reviews on them before ordering, and a lot of people said that they're really close in quality to your typical Lululemon leggings, and they're cut pretty similarly, so they would have a very similar fit. So I gave it a go and I like them a lot. I feel like they really hold everything in. They're nice, they have smooth lines, they fit really nicely. And they cost about half of what Lulu leggings would cost.
I like that.
Almost all my leggings are from non-figure skating brands. When I first started, I checked out the figure skating brands, and I actually got this pair from, I think this is Lisa McKinnon, let me see. I actually can't find the logo on them anymore, and they were great when I first saw them. That's why I bought them, especially being really new and excited about everything figure skating. They're extremely expensive. I was lucky to get them on sale. Within just a few weeks, they stretched out quite a bit. And the saddest part is that they were supposed to be nice and kind of reflective, sparkly material on them, and that washed off within 2 washes. So I really felt like that was not really worth the investment. Being me, I turned to Amazon trying to find a cheaper version of similar leggings, and I actually got these ones. I haven't even unpacked them. They're from 90 Degree. I have no idea what they're like. Let me actually unbox them, even though there's no box. Right here. They have this nice shiny kind of faux leather look to them, but they feel like normal leggings. They're from one of the brands I mentioned before, and I'm gonna link them down below. I'm gonna try them on and show you guys what they look like. They actually have a really high waist to look, so I hope they last. I have no idea how they're gonna withstand washing and use and what's gonna happen, so let me know in the comments if you'd like to see an update in a couple weeks and see how they held on. I actually has just gotten my first pair of figure skating specific leggings literally almost a year into the sport, and the only reason I have them is because they were gifted to me by the Alexis Designs brand. I'm just gonna show them off. There are these guys. The only difference between them and normal leggings are the ankles, so they go a little bit longer in the leg, and the ankle cut, as you see, is pretty wide so that they can go over your skates. So several people asked me or even assumed that I'm wearing some sort of figure skating leggings that go over the boots. Well, I actually wasn't, and I thought I would share my trick. It's very simple. I wear leg warmers. Almost on my every skate, that is like a staple in my skating wardrobe. I love using the leg warmers and pulling them over my skating boots so that they cover the laces, they cover the hooks, nothing is dangling anywhere, nothing gets stuck on anything. I try to match them to my leggings so they form nice seamless line and create this kind of a long leg line look. I'm really short and I have really short legs, so it's really helping me create a bit of an elongated silhouette. I sound really fancy saying that. Fashion is my profession. One thing to be aware of if you're using leg warmers is to make sure they don't bulk up in your boot area so that they don't get caught in your blade, in your toe pick, and the back of the blade, or if you're like me and doing some kind of partner skating, that they don't get caught in your partner skates either. The absolutely necessary thing for any ice skater out there is gloves. Gloves are super important because not only they protect your hands from potential accidents, I'm not gonna go into gory details, but they're also great because they keep your hands warm, because nobody wants to be that hands in pockets guy. I like just simple, neat gloves. These are like, I don't know, $5–10 on Amazon, super cheap. What I like about these ones specifically is that they're phone friendly, because I use my phone quite a bit when skating because I take notes. I also record, you know, that gotta get that Instagram action going on. So with these, I can actually use my phone easily without having to take them off every time. I'm gonna link them down below. Next thing that I want to share that I have actually recently discovered and I'm absolutely in love with are these kind of bras, tops. I'm not even sure what to call them. I think they're originally meant to be sports bras, but the cool thing about them is, one, they're padded, they're tight, they hold everything in place. If you're cool with showing off your belly, these actually work as standalone tops. They're completely appropriate. They just look like crop tops. I have like several types of them. So you can just wear them like that. I'm personally super self-conscious about my belly. I do not like showing it. I like being covered. So I use them basically as bras. And the reason I like them so much is that unlike regular sports bras, not only they hold everything in, oh, I'm actually wearing one right now, but they also are longer, so they cover me all the way down to here. And what it does is it smooths out the line. It kind of helps me not create rolls here. I really like them. I have several types of them from several different brands, and I wear them pretty much every time I go skating with all sorts of outfits. The other cool thing that I like about them is they have either like fancy cut backs or a completely straight and simple cut. And what that does is, if you get a top that has an open back, which is very common with figure skating tops, with leotards, with dresses, and you know, if you cannot really wear these dresses without a bra, if you know what I mean, you can wear these, and when they show up in the opening, they look, if you match them to the dress color, they look like part of the dress and not like you have your bra sticking out when it's not supposed to. On the days that I'm not really feeling the leggings vibe, maybe I'm a little bloated, maybe I'm just, you know, want to be a little more comfy, have something a little more loose fitting, I like to wear sweatpants, but I do not like your typical cotton fleece kind of type of sweatpants that you normally get, just because one, it gets wet so easily. The second you fall once, you're gonna be skating with wet leg or with wet butt for the rest of your skating session, and no one likes that, let's be honest. So the cool solution that I found that is actually kind of trendy recently, I figured, are these guys. And what they do, dang, did you guys hear that? It's a thunderstorm starting. Welcome to Florida. What they are is they're essentially cut like sweatpants, but they're made of the same material as your typical leggings. So you get this kind of looseness and comfort of wearing sweats, but at the same time, you can easily move in them. They're super stretchy and they do not get sweaty on the inside. They do not get wet on the outsides from when you fall. So can you tell I really like these pants? I really do. I really do. I have them in several colors. That's how much I like them. My particular ring gets really cold in winter, but it's pretty warm during summertime. So I have a few options. For the summertime and also for like testing, warm up, stuff like that, I wear just a basic running jacket. It's completely black, pure black. There's nothing standing out about it. It's just so that it's test friendly and I don't have any identification marks. This is a basic running jacket. It's not figure skating specific. You can get it pretty much in every sports store. Again, I'm gonna try to find something to link down below, but should be pretty easy to find. Alternatively, for when it gets a little bit colder on the ice, I have this one that has been recently gifted to me actually, and it's pretty much the same thing, but I don't know if you guys can see, it has this fleece material on the inside, so it's way warmer. It's also very thin. It doesn't make it much thicker, but it makes it a lot warmer. The coolest thing though, guys, I think you've seen before if you watched our videos before, but I feel like I have to share. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? Coolest thing ever. So I wear this a lot now. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way. My favorite thing to wear on the ice, and this is something I'm being asked about probably the most, are the cropped sweaters and cropped hoodies. This is the one you guys have probably seen in the majority of our videos. The cool thing about these is, first of all, they keep me very warm when I need to. However, they leave this whole area kind of free and open. Not only that helps me not get overly hot, so I oftentimes don't even need to take this off for the entirety of my skating session, but also what it does is it creates this nice hourglass shape because it gets bulky only on the top, but leaves your waist at its natural size, thus not bulking up your overall look. And if it's contrasting color from my leggings and my undertop, it also creates this really elongated leg line, creating this overall illusion like I'm a tall person. I don't know if I can still find this particular one online because I bought it long time ago, way before I started skating. I already had it, but I bought this new white one recently that I can definitely link below, and I can see if I can find something similar to this. The last pile I have over here is the girly girl stuff, aka skirts, tights, leos, all of that fun stuff. I personally am not really a skirts kind of girl, so I don't wear them too much, but I definitely own a couple. One for testing because they're not required but recommended when you do figure skating tests, but also sometimes when I really feel in the mood for that twirl, I have a few skirts that I can wear. The easiest solution if you're looking for a skirt to figure skate in is to look for dance ballet skirts. They're way cheaper on any dance websites. I like the Discount Dance Supply, but there are also a bunch of them on Amazon. As long as you stick with any common dance brand, you should be fine. I have this block one that I just got on Amazon. Nice and simple. I mostly do ice dance, so my skirts are pretty long. But if you're doing freestyle, you might want to look at the shorter ones. They're actually easier to find. And the newest edition that I have that was also actually gifted to me by Alexis Designs is the same brand that I got the zip-up jacket from. I do not know, honestly, if you can order it on their website. I think it's more of a custom because she made quite a few adjustments for me, especially here with a wider waistline. Wider waistline. What I really like about this skirt in particular is that it comes how do I dig this out? That it comes with the kind of brief or leotard bottom already sewn into it. And what's cool about that is that I do not feel like I have to wear a leotard underneath it to look appropriate. I can just pull it up on top of my tights, and if I need to go to the bathroom, TMI, TMI alert, TMI, I can just easily take it on and off without having to take down the entire outfit. And at the same time, I don't have to worry about showing anything I don't like showing. For when I do wear the dance skirts though, I do wear the dance leotards. I have a couple, they're all black. Can you tell I like the color black? It's easy to match with and it's pretty flattering. So I just buy simple dance ones. I'm gonna link some below. Very basic, nothing special. The issue with the leotards that girls with breasts tend to have is that a lot of leotards, or I would say the majority, like 85% of leotards, are meant for people that do not need to wear bras. Let me just put it like that. So they often have open backs or transparent backs or really narrow lines here that any kind of bra that you wear would most likely stick out. So if you're looking for that classic figure skater look of having like a skating dress or leotard and skirt, I personally would say look for a leotard that has a back that is not cut out, yeah, that it's covered, so that you can still wear something underneath. And my tip number 2 is leotard plus skirt cost about half of what you would pay for any typical figure skating dress. In relation to that, if you're wearing a skating dress or if you're wearing a leotard and a dance skirt, you gotta wear tights. We can't really skate bare-legged. It's really cold in ice rinks, especially if you fall. You do not want that ice on your thighs, trust me. So the main difference between figure skating tights and normal people tights are again the leg line. I have a pair of this here. This is a figure skating brand called Monder. I think I just got this ones off Amazon, but they're available everywhere online if you just Google the brand, or in most skating stores. And the main difference, actually 2 main differences. They are really thick. They're like 80 den, so they're really opaque, they're not transparent at all. And not only that makes them feel warmer, but it makes them also a little bit sturdier because they get exposed to the toe picks, they get exposed to some blades, they get exposed to some ice slides. So you kind of want them to last a little longer and not get runs every time you wear them. Difference number 2 is just like with the leggings, is the leg line and the ankle. So if you look at the end of those tights, they do not have the foot part in them. They just have these guys, and it's reinforced over here so you can pull them over your skates and cover that lace area safely. This is just one type. Even within the figure skating brands, the tights come in several types. They come in this is my favorite, that's why I only got that one. But they also come as normal footed tights that you can put over your foot and slide into your skate. The last type is the overboot tight that you can pull over your entire boot and cover it. Those people mostly use for competitions when you kind of need a more seamless, kind of polished look. The tricky part about the tights, especially if you're a little curvy like me, is that tights love to create rolls right in the middle of your belly, kind of where their elastic sits. Several tricks that I found that help me get around that. If you're limited, you're like, dang, I only have this pair, my competition is today, I cannot buy anything else, I gotta run, but I don't like how it looks. The emergency solution is to take some scissors and cut the elastic part kind of here on the seam, just on the elastic, and let it open a little bit. That way you kind of get the soft part on the tight on your body and the elastic is not gonna press into it so much. Alternatively, if you have time to actually shop for tights, there are several things you want to pay attention to. One is I always look at the elastic of the tights. Oftentimes they would say soft elastic or wide waistband.
Wider waistline.
The other solution that is a little bit more hardcore, if your dress allows for it, is body tights. Basically, what they look like is this. They start out as normal tights, and then they have like bra straps, basically, that you can put over your shoulders. What that does is that continues the line of the tights all the way up to here, and does not have anything that would potentially create any rolls on your waist. So if your dress is really covered, if you don't have any cutouts on your back that would show the tights on your chest area, this might be a good solution to avoid any unwanted body lines. I'm gonna wrap this up here because this pile is getting pretty big and I need to clean it up now. But make sure to like this video if you liked it. Make sure you check out the other video that we made on a similar topic, and we have more of those coming up. Bruno is working on one for male skater outfits that he enjoys and where he gets them from. So stay tuned, subscribe, and we'll see you next week. If you look for a known dance brand like Block, I forgot the other ones.